I want to tell you something. Hi, my name is Maia.
So that's Maia, and Maia is really, really observant. So even though she doesn't have a lot of language, she is a really keen observer of other people.
Tell me what it's like to be a parent of someone with muscular dystrophy.
I think our situation is a little bit different. Not all kids with muscular dystrophy also have cognitive impairment. So we have both the challenge of having a child who has muscular dystrophy who is getting progressively weaker, and the challenge of a child who communicates very kind of ineffectively, if you will, because of her inability to speak. So I think that always makes it more challenging because as a person with disability, you are often ignored in society. If you are able to speak and at least have a comeback, you can defend yourself. But Maia is unable to either defend herself or engage successfully often with other people who are her peers or adults. And so it puts an added kind of job on your list as a parent in terms of really trying to ensure that Maia's quality of life is as high as it possibly can be.
My name is Kim O'Neill, and this week I am assisting Maia Pinkelman at the MDA Summer Camp in Irvine. And we've known each other for about 3 years now, and so we've been great friends ever since, and I'm really happy to be here with her and share this experience with her. Maia and I laugh a lot and we dance a lot, and one thing that's really funny is there have been a few moments, particularly when I worked with her at the school. I can't think of a specific instance, but I do recall a couple times where a cute guy my age had walked by, and she instantly knew. I thought he was cute. It was just quite funny. Couldn't even hide it from her, and so it made me even like blush more and get more giddy.
Maia has congenital muscular dystrophy, and it's a subtype of muscular dystrophy that starts when you're born. And within the congenital muscular dystrophies, there are at least 5 different subtypes. And Maia's subtype is called a dystroglycanopathy. That's a word that my husband had to practice for about a month until he finally could get the accent right. So the bottom line is Maia has a rare form of muscular dystrophy, and it is progressive. She happens to be responsive to prednisone, and that's really helped us because it's helped her continue to walk when she would have lost the ability to walk. And she's made a lot of progress because she has a lot of loving support in our community as well as from her family.
And how old is Maia?
Maia, do you want to tell them how old you are? Here, let me help you get back to it. Let's see if we updated your screen. Maia just had a birthday in July.
Oh, happy belated birthday.
Yeah, so let's see if we actually... Oh, I did do it. Okay, go ahead. Tell her how old you are.
I am 13 years old.
Oh, wow. Teenager.
A teenager is right. Well, Maia's older sister is adopted, and so we actually adopted her when she was 14.
Okay.
So around the same age, actually. She officially adopted when she was 16. You know, I think each kid is always different, even if you have kids who don't have a disability. Each kid has their own, like, unique personality and problems with being a teenager, or doesn't have problems with being a teenager. And so I think with each kid, you really have to kind of individualize it. So, I mean, it's somewhat similar in the sense that Maia loves to put on matching bracelets in the morning, and we can't leave the house without a mini skirt on and matching bracelets at both arms, and we don't like to get our hair combed, right? And putting on a bra is okay. So I think it's, you know, and we argue about when bedtime is, so there are a lot of things that are similar, and then there are things that are different. I mean, Maia needs help with almost everything. So even though usually teenagehood is a period when you're becoming more independent, and Maia is definitely pushed to be as independent as possible, she still is very, very dependent upon us, and we don't really expect that to change, and if anything, she'll become more dependent as she loses the ability to walk. So you know, I think it's different. I mean, there's just nothing else you can really say about it, and you kind of accept that as your reality, because what else are you going to do? You know, this is your life, and that's the way it happened.
How much longer do the doctors say she has to be able to walk?
You know, it's really unknown because her subtype is so rare, and not that many people have tried steroids, so we don't really know how much longer. She is growing, and when kids grow with muscular dystrophy, it usually becomes harder for them to walk. We're already noticing that she's having a difficult time climbing stairs, and is falling and tripping more and can't go up kind of the incline of our driveway without somebody holding onto her hand. So we do know that you know, even though it looks like she has muscles, she is just not really able to handle, you know, most surfaces, and even like a surface that has like a pebble on it or something can trip her up.
What have you learned personally, or you know, feel like you've evolved or grown from dealing with MD?
I think it's been, what I tell people, it's the most wonderful antidote to our crazy lives. So it forces you to move at really slower speeds, which most of us with texting and multitasking and trying to accomplish many things, you realize that life really isn't all about that, and it's really about slowing down often and just spending time. So it's really taught me how to kind of slow down. And I think it also really shifts your priorities. You know, all the things that matter to most people don't really matter to you anymore, because your priority is, and life is not measured in the time span of like, you know, 70 to 80 years. It's measured in the time span of maybe, you know, 20 to 25 years. So a lot of things that people put a lot of importance on just become totally unimportant. And that can make it really challenging sometimes to actually interact with people who used to be your friends before you had a child who was different, because those things no longer really become meaningful to you.